Good morning, and welcome to Morning Musings, where we are listening for a message from the universe about going for our big dreams. And what I mean by going for our big dreams is living your authentic life, living the life that you were meant to live, living into the things that interest you, living into the things that excite you, that light you up, that make you feel happy. Um, Even when you're going through down times, right? Even when you're going through times where it's a little tougher, the shifting is happening and something's come out of left field and all those things. Even when you're going through that, if you're going for a dream, if you're striving to live your authentic life, those things aren't as bad as they could be if you're like, really, this is life. This isn't life. I don't want to live this life. Life is not for me, right? So if you're kind of in that place of like, really, this is it. This is what life is. This is what I've worked all this time for. Then you're in the right spot because we are all about going for your big dream. I am Amelia McHenry. I am the owner of Dodona Coaching, and I am all about making sure that you have that little sparkle in your life, like you're up to something mischievous, And by mischievous, I mean just authentic to you, something that you enjoy, you know? So, yeah. So that's what we're here for. Getting a message that will help us move forward. And we're using Alana Fairchild Sacred Rebels Oracle card deck as our conduit for that message. So as I'm shuffling, let's go ahead and get connected. Let's just take a moment, connect in with yourself, your being, your inner knowing, and just settle in. And then with your feet on the floor, let that earth energy, the energy from the earth, thinking of like the core of the earth, that hot liquid magma stuff that it's creates as it moves out, comes from the inside. That's that fire within you, right? That's the same with the earth. It's got that fire within, and it's there. And it comes up through the mountains. It comes up and bursts forth, you know, and that's the energy you want. You want to ignite that internal fire within you. So allow that energy to come from the earth. And it's supportive and it's nurturing and it's encouraging and it's foundational, right? It's the foundation upon which we walk every day. And let that fire and come pulling up into your legs. Feel the warmth up your legs, into your hips. Let it move around a little bit, burning out all that old, crinkly, cold stuff that keeps you from moving forward. Filling your body with that passion, that desire, the impetus to do better. And as that's filling up, open up to the big picture, the logical, the understanding, the knowledge of the game. What moves need to be made where? And allow that knowledge from the universe to come in with its own fiery passion of the stars, with its own fire nuggets of inspiration and desire, bringing forth life where there wasn't life before. The collision of ideas, the collision of possibilities, creating new space, new dimensions, clearing out what no longer works. And as that energy comes down through your mind, clearing out your ears, clearing out your throat so that you can speak. You can speak and sing like the angels and, just beautifully speak your truth. Confidently speak your truth and allow that energy to come down into your heart where its own peace is sitting there, shining within you, that divine spark, and reconnect and recharge. And let that spark shine. Let it find the nooks and crannies of the walls that have been built around your heart, of the boundaries that have been placed there that you didn't place there, but that were placed there by others. And know that you're ready to come out from those boundaries, to stretch your comfort zone, to be more than you are. And allow that internal knowledge to come forth. And as that's happening, the mixture of the two, that fiery, life, and that knowledge, the power of knowledge, mixing together in this existence we call human, on this plane we call Earth, and allowing that to mix and show up for you to help you find your dream if you don't know what it is. Think about that. What is your dream? What's the first thing that pops up? It shows up of like time, money, space were no issue. What would that dream be? If you had no boundaries, what would that dream be? Accept it, claim it. Sit with it. That's the no buts. Just allow it to be. You don't know how it can happen. You don't know how it will show up. Claim it. Nice. I'd love to hear what that is as you come back. And the cards are taking their time showing up today. Must be a very interesting thing we need to listen to today because it's taking its time. I like the cards to come up 3 times, and it hasn't done that yet. So we'll see. There it goes. There it is. Yay! We've got our card. Against the grain. Against the grain. Let's see what that has to say. That's always fun. You want birds to be able to fly underwater. You want love to trump power. You want humanity to relate to each other as equals and to recognize the sacredness in you and in the world around you. You want to unleash the beauty that hides even in the ugliest of scenes or sentiments. You want to make possible what others say cannot be. You are a radical dreamer, a sacred rebel, and you bring the light of a more positive future to this world. However, this can have its burdens. Deep within, you may feel that you don't really fit in with the rest of the world. Perhaps your sense of how things can be and how they really are is so different to the smaller minds or more fearful hearts of many others that you are rarely received for all that you offer. This might make you feel frustrated, thwarted, or lonely at times. The universe so loves you for your unusual take on things, for the quirkiness in you that dares to honor that which is different and renders the impossible possible. You must never, ever lose your unusual ways and become dry, serious, appropriate, and conventional. Not even for appearance's sake, for you would lose your essence. You are here to show that life is about so much more than conventional success. The oracle comes with a special message for you. You are someone who lives and breathes in the depths of creative waters. You need to lose yourself to the flow of music, nature, dreams, imagination, and fantasy through art, literature, meditation, dance, and in sensual surrender to the sacred waters of the ocean, the river, the lake, or the bathtub. You must go against the grain. It is just your way. You are not one of the followers, but one of the agitators. However, yours is not a force of disrespectful chaos. You are a loving catalyst, and by simply being yourself, you constantly remind people that there is always another way. This oracle comes with the particular guidance that you are meant to be exactly as you are. You are meant to be the black sheep, the rainbow sheep, or even the wild wolf in the flock of sheep. The daring butterfly spirit calling to the caterpillars. That is you. The price you pay for the gift of individuality is that you must take care of it and guard it so that you are not dulled down and conditioned into playing at being something you're not. If this has happened or is threatening to happen, this oracle brings you comfort. You will always dream of birds that fly underwater. You know that the true nature of your being can never be changed. At most, it could only be hidden for a time. Now is the time to accept who you are and allow your truths to be freely expressed. Don't worry about the effects of going against the grain. When we are who we are in truth, we attract the support, protection, and energy that we need to thrive. Your power comes from aligning your outward self with your inner truth. not with the general consensus. You will then find other dreamers, other wild butterflies, and atypically colored sheep to join you in conjuring better visions for our world. Against the grain, letting that light shine through the boundaries, breaking those boundaries, growing your comfort zone. Let's do the healing process. Again, reconnecting with that fire from below and the knowledge from above, mixing within. Close your eyes and relax. Take 7 deep breaths in and out as you bring your awareness into your body and the space that exists within your body. When you are relaxed, imagine, sense, or perceive a winding river of golden light that starts below your feet. Sense it gathering there as a pool of liquid golden energy. It has an intelligence of its own, and it winds its way into beautiful patterns before you, flowing with grace and playfulness. This river of light symbolizes your life journey. Just notice it and enjoy it. See that your journey is unique. You may focus on your own river of life or expand your awareness to sense the rivers of light that represent the journeys of those around you. You may see, sense, or feel that their paths are unique to them also. No one, no one has the exact same journey to take, even though we are all heading towards the one destination of absolute love. Say the following aloud. I honor myself. I honor the truth that I express through my very being. I accept the protection that I am offered so that I may go against the grain from a place of love and as an invitation for others to be open to life. So be it. When you are ready, open your eyes and sit quietly with your hand on your heart for a moment. You have completed your healing process. Against the grain. And I like what it said in that healing process of you're going against the grain, but not out of anger, not out of spite, not out of reaction, but out of love. And that's a big distinction because a lot of people go against the grain out of anger, out of a reaction to something that happened to them. And my sister, I was talking with her once, and she actually had a great um, analogy for this. And it was, are you taking a stand because your foot's nailed to the ground? Meaning you're taking a stand because you're reacting to something that happened to you. And so you are there going, this isn't going to happen to anybody else because it happened to me and it sucked. Rah! Right? That's your foot nailed to the ground. Like you can't move from that place. It has, you didn't choose it. It stuck its nail in there and you just like stuck there. Right? And that's a reaction from anger, from, because you have to. Right? That anger kind of thing. Or are you taking a stand because you choose to? Because you've stepped in and said, nope, this doesn't need to happen. But not because something happened over here. Maybe it did before, but maybe you've gotten to the place where it's like, okay, that doesn't affect me anymore. And I would do this whether I had that behind me or not. Like, I can choose to not do this, but I choose to be here. Your foot's not stuck in the ground, really, right? So there's a difference of energy that comes from it between the have to and get to, right? When your foot's stuck to the ground, when there's a nail in it, you have to. It's a have to. I have to do this. Ugh. But if you're just taking a stand because you know it's wrong and whatever, you know, you are choosing to come to this space. That's a get to. And there's an energy shift between the two. So when you can go against the grain from love, from compassion, from this is just the right thing to do, it comes across so much better than I have to do this. Nobody else got it. Right? There's a different energy there. So I suggest and offer that you take a look at where you are taking a stand, where you are going against the grain, which is all wonderful. It's fabulous. But where are you coming from? Are you coming from being nailed to the floor in pain and hate and anger? Or are you coming from a place of, I'm stepping in because I care and I don't want to see this happening? And if you're coming from that place of pain and anger and hurt and fear or whatever, I offer some healing. Go heal that. Take the nail out. Find a way to heal that pain. Go to therapy, find a coach, find some way to heal that for yourself so that you can make the choice to come back without the nail and make a stand out of love and compassion and be able to help heal those moving forward because you know what it's like there. Your dream chose you. And I hope that you choose it back. Your dream will always be there for you. That impetus, those interests, those things, they will always be there for you. Just waiting. And you get to choose to come through with love and compassion and heal those nails in the foot so that you can move against the grain, against what everybody else has said, against what blocks have been in your way, those obstacles, so that you can move forward and have your authentic life. Heal the line. With that, thank you for being here. I hope you've been enjoying these morning musings. And if you have, please hit the like and subscribe button and that bell that is ever elusive to me somewhere around here that will let you know when I've gone live or when I drop new content on this channel. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you going for your dream, even just enough to watch this video, even just enough to search out something that might move you forward the microest of baby steps. Each little tiny itty bitty micro step you take creates momentum, creates the knowledge in the universe that, hey, I'm gonna try this thing, even if it's just in secret for now. Right? And then the universe can start working on things to let it come in. Like, oh, here's a thing. How about this? What about this? It's always trying to find the right thing for you to step forward in the safest, most compassionate, most loving way. And I hope that you do continue to move forward for your dream and bring forth your interest, your excitement, your light. It's so important because your light shining will help somebody else's light to shine. So with that, again, thank you for being here. And as you go out there today, remember to keep your eyes on the horizon, your hands on the wheel, and your foot on the gas, baby. Let's do this. And I'll see you tomorrow.